In this video, I'm going to show you how to sell higher prices for your coaching, consulting, or agency services by hacking your mind to reprogram it and start charging more. So if you don't already know me, my name is Jeremy Pogue. I help people start and scale online coaching and consulting companies and make a lot of money and get really good at sales. So let's get straight into it, guys. So right now, probably the reason why you are maybe charging lower than you would like, or if you're pitching higher prices but you're not actually closing, chances are it's got nothing to do with your sales process, but it's a mindset thing. And that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about today. If you actually implement this, if you actually apply this can make you literally hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I'm not even kidding. It's literally done the exact same thing for me. So this is kind of my mindset hack on how I have managed to sell packages for coaching upwards of $42,000. So let's get straight into it, guys. So how do our minds work, right? And why, well, before we get into that, why are we limited in the pricing that we can charge right now, right? It all starts with your beliefs, right? So I'll kind of draw out the way that our minds work, and one of my mentors calls this the master algorithm. So our thoughts, starts with our thoughts, they influence our beliefs, and our beliefs then influence the actions that we take, and the actions that we take influence the results that we get, and then the results that we get influence our thoughts. And it's a self-fulfilling cycle that just repeats and repeats. Now, you can use this, there's two ways that it can go. Over time, it can either go downhill if your thoughts are negative, or if you do what I'm going to show you today, it can go uphill, help you achieve your goals much quicker. So how do we sell higher prices? Well, we need to have a lot more conviction in both what we offer and then also our sales process or our sales abilities. And how do we increase that? Well, through repetition and practice. So kind of going back to what I said here, where it starts with our thoughts, then that's where we're going to start. And how do we change the thoughts that we have in our mind, right? Well, it's just like any system. It's like, let's say you have, you have a funnel, right? And your inputs that you put into the machine determine the outputs that you get, right? So in order to change the outputs, we need to change the inputs. And the inputs are the thoughts, the things that we think about. And typically we tend to get what we think about and manifest what we think about. Therefore, we got to change our thoughts. So our thoughts, how do we do that? Well, let me show you. So one of my literal G codes in life is to have daily affirmations where I remind myself what I'm capable of and where I'm going. So I like to say it in the present tense. So even if I haven't closed a deal for, let's say you're trying to sell something for 5K. If you haven't sold a 5K deal paid in full yet, then you want to tell yourself every single day, you're kind of brainwashing yourself that that you can actually close 5K deals, right? So there's kind of two sides of this. There is part one over here is affirmations, and then part two over here is visualization, right? And I had this conversation with some of our top clients inside of our program yesterday, and they were mind blown when we went over this. And I want to share with you guys too, so you can make some more money. And then hit me up on Instagram at Jeremy_Pogue, and I'll send you the invoice and you start working with me. So let's get into it. So what do the affirmations look like? It could be something along the lines of I love calling my prospects. When I take on a client, I'm happy because I know that their life is going to be so much better after working with me, right? I love that my clients are really happy with my results and they have the best experience, and they send me a ton of referrals every single week, right? If you tell yourself this multiple times every single day, repeat it over and over and over, then you're going to tell yourself, you're going to influence your thoughts here And what that's going to do is influence your beliefs. So then you'll go from somebody who believes that you don't really know what you're doing, that you're a total beginner, that you don't really have what it takes to sell something for 5K. But over time, you're going to be like shifting the scales, and it's going to go from like you're going to be stacking rocks on this side of the scale. And by that, I mean, it'll be the positive side. And every time you say this, you're putting a new rock on this side, weighing it heavier and heavier in your favor. And that's how you hack your algorithm. That's how you hack your brain, your mind, in order to start closing a lot more, right? By telling yourself that you already are the person that is worthy and deserving of selling something for higher prices, right? And when you do that, then that kind of takes me to the next step, which is visualization. If you can visualize yourself every single day, like setting the frame very clearly, asking really good questions, handling objections successfully, asking for the sale, asking for the payment, and them actually paying through, you see it pop up on your phone or your computer, and you onboard them, you get them enrolled, and you do this, you run them through this process every single day, multiple times a day in your mind, then naturally it's going to feel like it's just another day at the office, right? Because I'd imagine if you haven't taken like a few hundred sales calls at this point, then like you probably get on a sales call, you might be a little nervous, right? Your nerves might be going up, and like your adrenaline's pumping a little bit, right? And you're not really used to it. And when you present your offer, there's probably a lack of conviction and stuff like that, right? Whereas if you practice this over and over and over in your mind, then what that's going to do is destroy and eliminate that lack of conviction, and it's actually going to help you close so much higher, like in terms of your closing rate, and also for higher prices. So tell yourself, like brainwash yourself, convince yourself that you are worthy and that you've already achieved it, and then visualize yourself doing that every single day. And over time, through repetition, you're going to stack the scales in your favor. You're going to influence your thoughts. You're going to influence your beliefs. And now, since you believe that you get your clients great results, that you're changing lives, your clients are way better off now than they were before, then that's going to lead to your actions, which could be like doing more sales training, or taking it more seriously, or doing more outreach, being more consistent with everything, having extreme, like absolute conviction in your tone as well. And then that's going to impact the results you get, right? Right now, the results you get are probably not where you want them to be, because the actions you've been taking have not been what they need to be, because your belief system is a little messed up right now. So if you can kind of tap into this and hack this, then this is how you're going to absolutely blow up. So that said, it's similar to like training your muscles in the gym, right? How do we get stronger? How do we get mentally stronger? By going to the gym and pushing more weight, right? Over and over. Consistency and intensity. The more frequently you do this throughout the day, and then the more consistently you do this every single day moving forward, like that's the name of the game. Frequency and consistency, and honestly intensity. But you can kind of, maybe that's the same thing. I don't know, but you get the point, right? Do this every single day. Tell yourself that you've already achieved it. You've already become that person that you need to become in order to start selling these things, and then you start to act as if you are that person already. You're brainwashing yourself into becoming that character, becoming that person that you need to be in order to close higher ticket deals. So that said, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you actually take this seriously, you're going to make so much money. You're going to start making sales. Hit me up on Instagram, Jeremy_Pogue. Let me know once you make your first sale for a higher price, and let me know that you watched this video, and then we can start working together, and I can help you really, really crank things up, scale to the moon. So if you like this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe. Got plenty more bangers on the way. And other than that, keep crushing it, guys. See you in the next one.